Listen, man. Once again on this Trump thing, right? Um, it's like Candace Owens, right? I never really fuck with Candace Owens, right? Like I hate her, but you can't with Candace Owens, man. It's like a love hate thing with me, right? Like I got like white friends, I got Mexican friends, Arab friends, Chaldean friends. I grew up, I got it's hard to find white people in the city to be cool with, and I happen to be cool with a lot of them, right? Like I'm from Detroit, right? So it ain't nothing but blacks where I'm at. Like for you to have another race of friends or anything, you got to work with them somewhere, or because you in the hood, all you see is black. But that's about to change. It's changing now. So you gonna have Mexican friends, white. Detroit is coming up, my man. But listen, anyway, my white boy Jim, we at work. It's funny. We started 20 years ago when we was young as fuck, like in our early 20s and shit, 19s maybe 20, early 20s. We worked together at a place called Rouse Race and building big block Chevy engines and shit, right? Well, all types of Chevy race engines and shit. And we stayed friends, so we get to kicking it. So world go around. I had went back. I know the owner, so I went back. So we kicking it on the job. I run in a CNC machine, and he back there doing the supercharge. So I'm like, he, so we had talk all the time. This is my boy now. We fuck with each other on the streets all the time. It ain't like this just somebody I just work with. We fuck with each other. His family, my mama. I know his wife and kid. So anyway, he a Trump lover. I like Trump too, whatever, right? But when I listen to these motherfuckers talk, like with Candace Owens, I get mad, right? Because when you hear from another race of people some shit, right? Like he be like, look, man, he'll say some shit that I damn near agree with, but because he said it, I get fucking mad. Like, nah, fuck you. You go into automatic defense mode. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming from another race of people telling you about your people. And to me, that's how it was with Candace Owens. I never really fucked with her because I thought she was one of them sellout motherfuckers. You got a white husband, white family, you support Trump, you just a black person, a white black person. You know what I'm saying? So I had like a certain dislike about her, and she always trying to down a black motherfucker. And she Republican. Everything about her was wrong. I couldn't stand that motherfucker at first. But that's fucked up because you judge people. Sometimes, like, see, a lot of people ignorant. A lot of people won't change their thought process. Even though they wrong, it's still like, fuck you. And that's how I feel like a lot of Democrats is now. A lot of Democrats knowing goddamn well that these Republicans right, knowing that Trump on the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said grab him by the pussy and all that shit. But man, listen, dog. People hold on to anything. Look, he's saying real shit. That's what rich niggas do. That's what, like, I just listened to Charleston White. That's what niggas do at the titty bar all day. You got money. When you got money, you do shit like that, and it's allowed, my nigga. That's real talk. I'm just saying, I'm not being ignorant of none of that shit. People act like that's not he a fucking billionaire. You know how many motherfuckers women he done been with it and had and can get at with the orange hair out of shape and all, nigga, right now, he can get in the baddest bitch you ever laid your eyes on. Right fucking now, do anything he want to because he rich. It's the way the world is. People don't live in reality, my nigga. So when he said that, to be honest, that's when I started liking him. I'm gonna be when that like I said, everybody always liked Trump anyway. Trump, he's a good businessman, but he didn't say some ignorant ass shit. But you got to go off his actions. People call him racist. Which one of these motherfuckers ain't racist? Y'all be mixing up racist with, like, a lot of people that lost their shows. I always say this. A lot of white people that's not racist. They just country than a motherfucker. They don't mess with blacks like that, so they don't know. They only go off what they see on TV. So they get these TV shows and these companies, and they fuck around and say something that's out of place because they said something. They don't know no better. They didn't say it to be racist. They just said it because they don't know no fucking better. It's not that they're racist. It's just that they country is a motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between a person saying a hateful racist statement and then, like I said, and if they do say so, what I'm trying to people always tell me how fucking racist Trump is. Trump, the racist motherfucker on earth, and this and this and this. Listen, nigga, if he that goddamn racist, you, I bet you Kodak Black ain't gonna say that. I bet you all these fucking drug dealers you seeing on Vlad TV and all that Trump fucking let go because he know the drug laws fucked up. The shit that Obama said that he was gonna do. Obama, when he first got in, he said, "I know the difference between crack cocaine and powder cocaine, and I'm gonna do something to do this and this. Big Meat still in prison. Man, who the fuck Obama let out the fucking jail? Man, Trump let a lot of black motherfuckers out of jail. So to call him racist, the fuck out of here, man. The country ran better. They said more people died on Obama clock than any other living standing president. And I didn't know that. I'm thinking like Obama didn't really have too many, but they said all them drone attacks and shit that he was doing over there. He was throwing rocks and hiding his hand, my nigga. And it's just like, and I'm not down on a black man at all. But I, for him to win it, he was strategically put there. Put it that way. And when you call people racist, Biden is the motherfucker who made the fucking the law to lock these niggas up forever. Biden did that shit. Biden did more racist shit than. Come on, man. You talking about what Trump's saying. Look at what Biden is doing. But I'm not here to get on politics. That's not what I'm here for. I'm speaking my mind on it because it go hand in hand. Like, I was getting on the Candace Owens shit because look at this shit. Like I said, when I was talking to my white buddy, when I was listening to Candace Owens, I would catch an attitude. Like, fuck what you talking about. Like, man, how you gonna say this, that about nigga? Fuck you. What about your people? But they was right. They right than a motherfucker. See, they'll say some shit like, man, I don't know, man. They'll say some shit like Candace Owens that said some shit. I was so mad. But when you listen to her, she's dead right. She's dead fucking right. She's not saying nothing wrong. It's just her approach. And you know what I'm saying? You think that she coming from a different place, but hey, dog, I mean, I used to get so fucking mad and hey, then she'll say some shit and I'd be like, you know what? I really like this motherfucker because she gonna tell the truth. Whether you like it or not, she human. So everything she say not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But half the shit that I hated her for, I now got a big respect for her for because I look at it through a different pair of eyes. I'm like, you know what? This woman's speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or this white man feel like this, like my homeboy. He feel like this. And it's the truth. You get mad because you being defensive about some shit. A lot of people like that with the Democrat Party now. They know it's fucked up over there. They know we've been bamboozled all these years. And you got the Democrats and Republicans was pretty much like nigga and white people, black people and white people. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. It was the Democrats, you black and poor. If you're Republican, you're rich and white. But that's not the media done that to us. That's not right. When you think about black people, period, we roll with everything that the Republicans going for right now. They don't fuck with the police. They don't believe in the FBI. Neither do us. Listen, bro, we never gonna get a fair shake at this shit because we black. We know this world is racist. So don't ever think we gonna be treated fair. Stop calling all white people racist because they say some shit that you don't like. My nigga, when we say all type of racist shit all day and every day, and we not a racist people. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, we're not a racist people. I know some people who can't stand white people, who hate them. But for what? The fuck, you know what I'm saying? But for what? Everything that's done to us was by us, my nigga, pretty much. And they just capitalize off of it. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Even from the slavery shit, bro. I'm a true believer that our people sold us to slavery. It was our own people that said, take these niggas and go. Put them on the boat with you. Fuck it. How much you got? And then they said, fuck it, they weak. That's a sign of weakness. Come back and take all these motherfuckers. That's what I believe, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got to get our shit together at the end of the day because now they talking this Civil War shit, right? And when you think about a Civil War, see, what people think is going to be a Civil War, black against white, pretty much, Democrats against Republicans. But listen, no, see, it's going to be deeper than that, bro. See, these old cocksuckers, these old people used to be like, well, we don't like niggers and all this. Get rid of the niggers, the Jews, and all this shit. They're them old, retarded, down south, backwoods motherfuckers. No education, cousin, sister fucking motherfuckers. That's that ignorant shit. But you talking about getting rid of niggas. Nigga, we built this our shit. Don't you know we cut though, nigga? You keep talking about get rid of the niggas. And I'm talking to any Ku Klux Klan member, any skin, bitch, we'll take this motherfucker, bro. You don't want to wake up a sleeping giant. This what I'm saying. That's that old shit. Cause why you talking about this y'all, we don't supposed to be. We built this shit, bitch. This ours. We take shit, bro. We bullies, nigga. Don't ever get it fucked up that you gonna make us move or take any fucking thing from us. That's that old shit. So when you know what I'm saying, when I hear that racist ass shit and we don't like niggas and all this shit, you gonna love us before the end of the day, bro, because we got more in common than you think. And the white people that's talking all that shit is the poorest, whitest trash ever, my nigga. They the motherfuckers that's out here with the skinheads and flags somewhere living on a fucking trailer somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I seen the most poorest motherfuckers be the most racist. White people, motherfucker ain't got no teeth in their mouth, kids running around. See that type of shit going on. The media don't show that part of them though. Y'all just show us. You know what I'm saying? And so how the fuck you that poor but racist? Nigga, we going through the same shit. We got a common enemy. And see the young white people and blacks gonna think like, fuck this. I'm not gonna hate. Why would I hate this white person or why would I hate this black person when they got us against each other, really? You know what I'm saying? We got a common enemy. We got to stick together to beat this shit. We can't fight each other. We both fighting for the same shit. I feel as though this country mine. You feel as though it's yours. But for years we've been living in this bitch together. You know what I'm saying? But I understand all that shit. When people be like, hey, I don't want the race mixed and all that shit. All right, well then shit. That's all good. That's cool too. There's a lot of black people that feel the same way. Look, I want my we already mixed up. But that's the problem. Half y'all motherfuckers who think y'all all white, y'all do that DNA ancestry shit. You got more nigga in you than me. For real. While you sitting up here throwing up hate signs and we hate niggas and shit, you probably got more nigga in you than me if you do the fucking. This shit is already mixed up. You don't know where the fuck you come from or where. We mutts anyway. Wait, so all that bullshit is out. But I'm telling you now, we got too much in common. We all going through shit. We all feel the same way. And as you can see, this should make people know if it is a civil war or whatever. I ain't gonna say what it should be because I get mad. But we need to come together, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. When they talking about this civil war type shit, all black people ever needed was a reason to come together. And once we come together, it's lights out. It's over. We taking over this motherfucker. So you really don't want that because that'll give us a reason to stick together anyway. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is we got more in common with each other. Blacks and whites, poor. The way the government doing this, the way the government controlling this, the way they control our food and say who die and who not, who don't. You know, who get the right medical attention, who don't, who get rich, who don't. You know what I'm saying? They control all this shit. It's not a fair ball game, and they put us against each other, bro. You could tell this by the president getting assassinated. Try to get an assassin. Though the government, come on, you know this was an inside job. There's no way this wasn't an inside job, my baby. Come on, this shit was an inside job, dog. There's no way they breached protocol like that, that close. And my thing is, dog, y'all couldn't make it look no better than this. I mean, y'all couldn't even have a dude at least a mile away with a 50 caliber or something. Like you gonna sit a motherfucker damn near right 400 feet in front of this man. Like literally. What the fuck? That's not 400 feet. You figure it's 100 yards. So that's like, he was like 3 football fields away. 4 football fields down. And that ain't shit when you looking ahead of you. That's 4 football fields. That's not even, listen, dog, a quarter of a mile is damn near 1,000 feet. I'm just doing the math on that shit. They say he was 148 yards away. 148 yards. 150 yards is 150 yards is like 450 feet. So he was less than 400, around 400 feet away. So when you do this thing, you take, if you wear size 12 or a little up, a little down, you take 400 steps out. And that's how far the shooter was from the podium. on a building that ain't 20 feet high, probably. You know what I'm saying? And all it was them type of buildings. You know, when you look around, you see 1, 2, 3 little buildings here, 1, 2 here. It wasn't nothing to what else is on the motherfucking property? They in a deep ass woods with no woods, though. It's clear open field. And the only place you tell me this man came in on the premises with an assault rifle, walked up a motherfucking ladder, nobody seen him. Not only did he walk on a ladder, he walked across the fucking roof. He walked on the fucking roof, had time to tripod the gun, aim in a shot, and shoot. Now, this what gets me about it. The sniper was dead on though. Once the 5 shots went off, you just see him with the 1 shot. Boom! It was almost like the sniper was zoned in on him, but he wouldn't shoot. That's what it seemed like to me. It's like the sniper seen him, but he didn't have the correct authority to fire. It's like he seen him too, but when the nigga shot it was a pause, man. Cause ain't no way no motherfucker shooting from somewhere. He got to find out where he at and all that. It take a second to get him. You know what I'm saying? He was already on the motherfucking sights, dog. Somebody held that shit up. Ain't no way all them people on the ground telling the police like, look, it's a man on the roof, and they didn't get that shit to the podium. Man, there's no way this was a mistake. And this is a bad cover up. This not even good acting. Like, dog, it's clear as day that this was a setup. There's no excuse. There's no if you can listen, man. But what they don't understand is you letting other countries, other motherfuckers that want to kill us think, look how weak these motherfuckers is. This the type of fucking security. You know how many times I thought that with the Obama shit? How many bullshit they let happen to Obama? Motherfuckers walking all up to the stage, walk straight up to the stage on them. Motherfucker walk straight into the White House. Look how much shit that happened on Obama clock. They didn't want that nigga there. So they didn't give a fuck, kill him. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing that they doing to Trump, dog. It's the same thing they doing to Trump, dog. They making us look weak to the world. Let's think if Russia or China, somebody really sent some killers over here, more than one sniper. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, let's just be real. Let's think if this was a terrorist type of act. We don't want him in there. Go send 3 suicide shooters. 5 of these motherfuckers shooting from different parts. What would have happened then? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that could have been Biden up there, the standing president. What's the difference? He the standing president, but best believe they would have had him secured. They want Trump out of here. Yeah, man, I'm just saying, man. This shit right here really touched me, dog. Y'all just don't know what this done to me, my nigga. This opened my eyes. First of all, in a godly matter, bro. Like, I'm just saying, if this shit was real or not, no fucking, it was real. But you know how people be like, well, this shit was that motherfuckers like this fake blood and this was an act. Man, no, he ain't acting that goddamn good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe. Somebody had an explosive on his ear or something. That's what made him do like that and shit. It coulda. I don't know. But it's actually 2 people dead. So no, this shit is not a joke. But that shit made me look at, man, listen, he was the target. The boy went up 400 feet away. That's not, I mean, 400 feet away is not a hard shot really to a person that with a little training, with a nice scope on a rifle. 150 yards away, a motherfucker can hit that with a pistol almost. Real talk. I done seen motherfuckers on TV take a pistol and shoot 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? 100 yards upstream and hit a target. So with an assault rifle, with a little training, and he hit him right across the ear, something not right. Something not right about this, man. and listen to what I'm telling you. But yeah, let me get back to what I was saying. I know listen, that bring you closer to God. That lets you know like when it's my time to go. There's nothing that can stop this because this shit was intended for him. For a bullet to graze his fucking ear, like literally, if you'd have moved his head just a bit, that bullet would have took it off. You know what I'm saying? You know what a 308 would do to a motherfucker? I don't know what he was shooting, but most snipers or anybody know, you know that 308 is the common sniper bullet. It don't matter if it was a 5.56 or 2.23, but that 308 would have took it off his shoulders, man. Real talk. Like they say he hit that one man in the head and just knocked all this shit out his head. They still trying to do CPR on him. That's sad, man. That's somebody daddy, uncle, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting there innocent, supporting this nigga. You never know where you gonna be at. Who he didn't get up that day thinking it was his time to die. You know what I'm saying? He just going to a rally, but dog, it was his time to go. The intended target, it wasn't his time. God put him there to be taken out that day, man. I'm a true believer of that now. You can't tell me no different. Um, it's fucked up, and it's sad to know that the government is this dirty. You can't tell me that this wasn't a I say, you know, it's nothing. It's no words. Nothing. Nobody can tell me to say that this shit was anything else but purposely done by our government. And when I look at all the stories that I see about the dope and guns that they put in here, all the laws that they making against us, the government some dirty motherfuckers, dog. They dirty as a motherfucker. I mean, they dirty. I don't even know what their agenda is. Like, though, oh, like when they say when they putting this cancer, I believe all that shit. I believe all that shit, dog. The United States, you talking about we in a free country, man. These some dirty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You let who you want to rot in jail. Like look at all these drug dealers in jail for all these years of their life for some drugs that you put over here, my nigga. They ain't been in jail for no murders, and so if they did, it's street shit. You shouldn't do no more than no fucking come on, man. Y'all let who y'all want to out of jail. Y'all let all these killers out of jail. I don't get if a man killed 20, 30 people, who gives a fuck? Who can he tell on to get out? Who bigger than you that I want? But you got people out here doing podcasts and shit. On podcasts, white, black, Chinese, all these killers y'all let go. Motherfuckers and did 20 years, you don't let them go. They didn't kill many people. But then a person lose a murder case in the state and you give them all day natural life without parole if you fight it. If you fight it, natural life without parole. I mean, this is an unfair shit that's going on, man. It is, bro. Now we always talking about we always talking about voting to get the state shit done. Let's vote for Congress. Let's vote for this. Who the fuck do we vote to get these federal motherfuckers up out of here? You know what I'm saying? These federal laws that they're making. You know what I'm saying? These state laws, where do they come from? Like black people don't see this shit. See, what y'all don't understand is all we know is to vote for the president or the mayor. We don't listen, dog. You got to be more education on how to vote. We need more education because I don't even fucking know. When I go on there, I don't know who the fuck these people is. I don't watch this shit. I'm not into no fucking political shit. You know what I'm saying? Put this shit on there like you do the fucking we need more people walking around our community door to door like, hey, this is for these gun laws. Hey, this is for these drug laws. This person is against it, and I promise you they'll win every time. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, we need to get these. Y'all giving too much time off of shit. These violent crimes, y'all letting motherfuckers. Now I see the government want these killers out here. That's why a violent person can keep getting out of jail, keep getting probation. You know what I'm saying? Keep getting slaps on the wrist. Motherfucker beating killed 5 people and then he got a jail record from the floor to the ceiling. But he didn't kill somebody. No, now let's give him 20 years of life. Like motherfucker, he's supposed to been locked the fuck up. He done did 3 carjackings, 4 shootings, 3 rapes, and now you just not talking about something. Let's give him life. Like, come on, he done did his job. At this point, he look how much work he done for you. Like, man, we gotta cut this shit out, my dog. I'm not no fucking politician. I'm not no Farrakhan, no Malcolm X. I'm not none of that, my nigga. I'm just a street motherfucker that know that this shit is unfair and it ain't right. And this racist shit, both sides, white people and black people need to get off that shit. We here together now. We got a common enemy now. Like, nigga, what the fuck? It's, we been living amongst each other. Fuck all that racist shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? But us as black people, first things first, we got to get our shit in order. I think we need a common enemy anyway to get our shit together. We need something to come together and fight against. Really, that'll help us. So, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing I can see that's gonna stop this ignorance that's going on. We have to have a common. Why y'all motherfuckers out here shooting all these bullets and shit on New Year's, and you know what I'm saying? Like, the average nigga got a clip full of bullets. I'm gonna be honest with you. He might got it. The average motherfucker fill up a drum or a clip and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I know this. Right now, motherfuckers come to you daily. I mean, you got some 9mm, you got some 40s, you got some 45, you got some 357. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got all these fucking guns and no ammunition. People have to start getting smart, my dog. It's time to stock up on all that shit because it's getting real out here. And I'm just being real. And what I'm trying to tell you is, if you think that they trying to promote this Civil War shit, but listen, man, we got way more in common. Poor blacks, poor people, period. We got a lot of shit in common. That's why I said black or white. Um, like I say, something wrong anyway. When I seen them bring all these immigrants, first I'm like, I really didn't have a problem with it, but now I got a real problem with it. I got like, I respect the immigrants and I respect why they want to come here. They come in here to live a better life. You know what I'm saying? They come in here, it's more opportunity. We take shit for granted every day. They come in here working their ass off. I'm talking about that's how we was. That's how black people was when we first got here. The people came to the cities from the South, right? From the South, all the black people came to the city. They was working their ass off. People like my father would work their ass off to never go back to that shit again. They was hard workers. Everybody wanted the niggas to help. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was they killed us with that crack epidemic. That took all that shit away. Put that shit in the hood and that killed us, though. That crack epidemic fucked us over. You know what I'm saying? Then it went from the crack epidemic to this shit now, this rap, gangster rap, and this internet shit. That's killing more motherfuckers than the crack epidemic, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now that's what fucked us up. We was hard workers like that. We was, you know what I'm saying? Then all the bullshit crack shit came and just fucked us over. Just like all these immigrants here now, they come in here because white people to start getting fucked up. That motherfucker fentanyl, heroin shit got in these pills. They not reporting on this, bro, but I see it, man. I know motherfuckers becoming millionaires fucking around going out to these rural states. Man, these people losing their houses at such a high rate. They dying like you never seen before. These young white kids are dying like never be dropping like weed. I've never seen no shit like this. They dropping at an all-time high from these drug overdoses. And don't nobody want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what color you are. Who want to see somebody lose their son, their brother, some little boy looking up to their brother, or a little girl looking up to their sister, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see nobody lose their life over no drug. But the shit in reverse, you can't do nothing to niggas and don't expect to get karma. That's karma coming. Believe me, that fentanyl doing to them and it's fucking us up too, but it's doing more to them, and the prescription pills is doing more to them than the crack epidemic did us, bro. Don't they just suffering in silence. They put our shit all on the TV. These motherfuckers out here suffering in silence. That's why so many are moving here, because it's so affordable. They'll move right next door to a nigga now. The same people. And this what I'm going to. So all these motherfuckers on drugs now, right? It's hard to get help now. You get every motherfucker going to a Walmart working, they end up stealing from the motherfucker. They either writing bad checks, stealing. That's what white people doing in white America now. They doing, you know what I'm saying? They stealing. They don't want to work. None of that shit no more. You know, you can't get dependable. I watched this shit on TV down in Louisiana. They love the immigrants now. The same racist people who was like, fuck these motherfuckers. The same racist motherfuckers who hated immigrants. Get these motherfuckers back across. Now they only help. So now they want them here. Now they want them. They want them. That's why you think they here, motherfucker? Why you think Biden? Because they need the help. These motherfuckers coming over here working for nothing. But that's only with these some stupid. You would think motherfuckers would have way better common sense than that. That's only temporary. You think these motherfuckers not smart? Why you thinking y'all giving these motherfuckers a 10-month visa to come over here to work, and then you had to go all the way back to Mexico for two years? So you didn't pay these motherfuckers $40,000 a year to do all this slave ass work, but they taking $40,000 with them cash over there because you got to feed them and give them a place to stay while they work for you. That's the law down there. You gotta give them up. It's like slave. It's slavery. That's what they did to niggas. Listen, dog, they doing to them what they did to niggas. It's slavery. Look, when niggas was here, I don't care what type of slave you was, what you had. You had a place to stay, and they was gonna feed you. Whether it was fucking chitlins, hog dicks, or whatever the fuck you eat, you got fed, right? Slop. They fed you and they gave you a place to stay. And maybe a couple of dollars, I don't know. What else do you need? They probably they clothe you fit, and that's what they doing to the Mexicans. But in today's time, you gotta give them something. So they paying them $14 an hour is what they making. $14 an hour to do a $30 an hour job, and they doing that shit, and they think they sending their money back over there to Mexico. These motherfuckers coming right over here because this is where they gonna be. You're not gonna be able to get rid of them. Once they get here, how you gonna get the fuck rid of them? Dog, these motherfuckers then took over. And I'm proud of them, and I'm happy, but I'm sad because it's like, how are they getting all this money to fix and buy all these homes, and they can't even speak fucking English? And we got Vietnam vets sitting on the corner with no legs, on drugs, strung out, and he done served the country. But yeah, you will get these motherfuckers bridge cards, SNAP, what some of y'all call them, food cards, with all this money on it. You get them transportation, medical, schooling. Listen, when them motherfuckers was in Chicago and they was going to the police stations and the schools to get warm, I was outdone. I watched, and I'm not even going to use a black person as an example. They put a white lady out. I think it was a lady or a man. She was in a hospital. She had went to get warm, so she would fake like something was wrong because it was below zero. But they was used to her coming in doing that to get out the cold. So they checked her out and they put her out. Rolled her out in a wheelchair in that cold ass weather, dog. And it was a white lady. So it wasn't like it was a white lady, a man or something. And whoever it was been to the army. Whoever it was had served in the military. And they was like, this is what you do to your vets. Like, I'm telling you, I'm hurting. But then kind of find out, they thought she was bullshitting. It was on TV. The lady died, or man died like the next day or two. And that was a sad story because they thought she was bullshitting or he was bullshitting. I remember that because she would come in to warm up and get something to eat in the hospital. And they knew of her, but she was like, no, I'm telling you, no, I'm really hurting. I'm really hurting. She kept telling them, I'm really hurting. They pushed her ass out in the cold, man. And I don't know where she went to, but anyway, she died like the next day or 2 days later. Man, that's what you do to Americans, though. Right? You couldn't take her to a shelter. Why did you think she was playing about some hurt? I went through that once. I went to rehab for pills, right? I was hooked on the pills and drinking, so I checked myself into rehab, right? Like, I got to get off this shit. I was in there, and there was a dude named Jimmy Black. It was crazy how the world go. His people might see this. Jimmy Black was from right where I'm at, down there on the boulevard, and he was on like the boulevard in Warren area, somewhere around there. I don't know. He said he was staying at an apartment. Cool dude, didn't play much, didn't, you know what I'm saying? He was He was a dude. He ain't joke. But like I said, I'm a funny dude, bro. So I had everybody in that motherfucker laugh. He would laugh. He had a funny laugh. Jimmy Black was his name, and he kept saying, "Man, my back hurt. Something was hurting on him." And he kept saying like, man, I'm hurting bad. I said, man, go to the. So he went to because they always think when because he was on heroin. I think he had all that shit on his legs. He said he had been doing drugs since like the '70s and shit, but he used to get to some money though, right? So he was like, he complained to them like 2-3 days. And it finally got so bad, he was like, I need y'all to call my people. He said, I'm hurt. So they took him. No, they ain't take his ass nowhere. They thought he was bullshitting. So one morning I woke up, I heard motherfuckers talking loud, and my man, big dude, he was one of them gang members from out in. He's a Mexican looking white boy Mexican though, but he had all these tattoos on his face. He represented some type of gang. Detroit, we don't really gang bang. They got that shit a little bit in like Southwest because they come from different places. So he was like a real gang banger. So what he did was he was like, Red man, come here. They call me Red. You red, blue. He like, come here, Red man. He said, look, dog. He said, man. He said, dog. He threw his liver up in the sink. I said, I smelled that. I can smell it out the hallway. I get in there, nigga. It's a piece of like his liver. I didn't think you can throw your liver up out your body, man. Motherfucker, tell you, I seen it with my own eyes, dog. It was a big head. He had threw that shit up, and it was in a sink, dog. Oh my god, all that blood was all because they was bunkies. Like they had like they was bunkies. I think they had bunks then. I think Young Dog was up top and old nigga was on the bottom. But anywhere it went, it was just blood from the bed, all over the floor, all in the sink. It was like somebody had been massacred in there. He was throwing that much blood up. And they had put him on a gurney or whatever, and they was taking him out. He was still alert though. I was like, Jimmy, I said, all right, man. I said, stay up, Jimmy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember he looked at me, and he nodded his head or whatever, said whatever. And I knew though, I'm like, this ain't good, dog. He knew it too, probably. They took him outside. The ambulance ain't moved for like another 30 minutes. And when they pulled off, they didn't pull off with the lights on. And that's what the one dude said. We was in the chapel at that time. You had a big church in there. So we all go to church. And when we look out the window, he was gone, man. You know what I'm saying? And then they announced it over the speaker later on. It was like, if anybody needs some, counseling, if you was close to him or whatever. And I was like, damn. But his people could have sued them. And I was trying my best to ask. They wouldn't give me the information. Like, I need to get in touch with his people because I heard him beg y'all to go to the hospital for 3 days, 4 days, man. But anyway, that's off subject. But that's how they do motherfuckers, though. You know what I'm saying? Americans, but then these motherfucking immigrants come over here and they get everything, man. That's what make Americans mad. It's not that. Listen, it's not that people hate immigrants. Well, black people especially. We looking like shit. This the plug coming in. That's how niggas looking at it like shit. I need to get in with these motherfuckers. This how we about to get on. Somebody about to catch a plug. You know what I'm saying? But the United States make us hate them because of what they doing. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm proud of them. They work ethic is unreal. Nigga, they just tore a whole porch off this house. The whole front, long ass porch, the back porch, and the upstairs balcony. Tore all that shit down and had that shit up in for 4 days. Tore it down one day, came back and built it the next 2, and it was over. Moved all that shit out and was gone, my nigga. You let some niggas be on that motherfucker, they'd be on that bitch till right now. And that was a month ago. They'll still be out here fixing on that. It's a motherfucker doing the bathroom in here right now. Motherfucker if you listen to my videos and you hear a motherfucker knocking on something, that's a nigga in there in the bathroom. I'ma do the bathroom in 3 days. Nigga, it's been damn near a week already on a fucking bathroom. All you doing is putting in a tub, a floor, a vanity. But a motherfucker want to do it by itself, missing days and all that shit, man. Listen, they some hard-working motherfuckers, bro. You can't take nothing from them. They don't fuck with nobody. They mind they goddamn business, but they stick together. They not. You don't see them mingling with no niggas. They not friendly with niggas. They not friendly with nobody. They go do they shit and they mind they fucking business. They not causing no trouble. They chilling for now. For now though, it's so many of them motherfuckers now, dog. That and they building. Man, listen, but you know that piss you off. Like I've been here all these motherfucking years. And this motherfucker who just got here a week ago, can't speak English, got a whole motherfucking house they over there working on. Where did they get the money to do this shit from? I just want to know this. Because if I was building some shit, they would be questioning me. They would. They would be questioning me. Where did you get this money? You know, so it's either cartel money or is the government giving it to them. Like, we gonna give y'all, we'll pay y'all to fix these rundown houses over here. The houses that's on the demolition list, they fix it, man. They can fix anything. If that bitch got 4 walls on it, it's gonna be fixed from the bottom up. They'll put new joists and all that shit in it. Just build that shit from the floor. They'll build some, man. They so motherfucking out cold, and it don't take them long neither. Be 100 of them motherfuckers on there. They'll build a house from the ground up in a week. Promise you. Promise you. A week that bitch have a roof on it. I'm telling you. You think I'm bullshitting? Think I'm fucking lying, nigga? They'll build a whole motherfucking house in a week. In a week's time, they'll build that bitch and be gone. They not playing, dog. They know how to get to the money. They not begging you. I ain't never seen a Mexican begging. As long as I've been living a life, I never seen a Mexican begging. When you go down to Mexican town, and all these not Mexicans though. You mix them up with Mexicans, they other shit too. But the Mexican, you go down to Mexican town, listen, everything in Mexican town owned by Mexicans. I think even the McDonald's down there owned by Mexicans. All the Mexican restaurants. You ain't gonna see no fucking soul food and no goddamn Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You go down Mexican town, all Mexican restaurants, Mexican owned. Not liquor store, Mexicans own it. Beer and wine store, liquor, Mexicans own it. Car wash, Mexicans own it. Rim and hydraulic shops, Mexicans own it. They sustain their own way of life, and they take all that money in that community and put it back in that community. You see what I'm saying? So they supporting each other. So everybody living good and everybody helping each other down there. I'm pretty sure they had squabbles and shit, but it ain't like this shit. One thing for sure, you're not gonna see nobody out the front of the store begging for nothing. You're not gonna see no Mexican ever. Is you gonna see a Mexican out there sitting there asking anybody for anything? Now you will catch a black motherfucker or a white person every now and then. You will see get out, but they move that shit quick. They tell you to get. They make them bitches get the fuck on quick. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad at them, bro. But I'm just venting, man, because like I say, this shit with the president, boy, if you don't see that man's life is really in danger, I'd be scared to eat right now. You know what I'm saying? They got it out for him. And that 20-year-old boy lost his life. Now you would think by now they know all the history on him. I ain't heard none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can watch. I heard CNN, the fakest news in the world. I heard that real motherfuckers don't even watch CNN no more. That's what I heard. You know, I didn't know that. I thought CNN was the real news. Now I heard that's the fake news spot. Everybody telling me like, no, CNN the worst shit you can watch. But it is what it is, man. Just venting talking, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and make sure y'all share this shit. Trap Talk Blue.